Even by Hollywood standards, Sean Penn's 18-month romance with fellow Oscar winner Charlize Theron was a fleeting one. Theron received the brunt of the blame in the aftermath of their split. But was this stunning actress really the only one at fault? Here's the real reason Charlize and Sean broke up. According to a source who spoke to Us Weekly, Theron abruptly stopped talking about her then-boyfriend during the 2015 Cannes Film Festival and didn't speak to him again after that, axing him from her life completely. Theron later refuted the shady accusations that she had cautiously cut Penn out of her life in a candid interview with the Wall Street Journal. The frustrated actress let loose, telling them that when it comes to celebrity power couples, the media always feel a need to sensationalize the events of a breakup. She added, "When you leave a relationship, there has to be some crazy story or some crazy drama. And the ghosting thing, like literally, I still don't even know what it is. It's just its own beast." After clearing that up and taking it down a notch, the actress offered up her own version of events, claiming that the decision to bring their relationship to an end was a mutual one. She explained, "We were in a relationship and then it didn't work anymore, and we both decided to separate. That's it." At one stage, it looked as though Penn and Theron were going to make a real go at it as a family, with reports emerging from various sources that the older actor was about to sign papers making him the legal father of Theron's adopted daughter Jackson. A source told People, "Charlize and Sean are very serious about the adoption. Charlize says this is it. Jackson already calls Sean daddy. This is the first step towards them getting married." A wedding never came, however, and Theron later explained that the seriousness of their relationship had been gravely exaggerated in the press. According to E, she said, "We were very, very new in a relationship. The stories that Sean was going to adopt Jackson and all that was not true. It's not something that happens in 18 months. You can't do that to a child." Another relationship bombshell that Theron dropped during her illuminating interview with the Wall Street Journal was that she wanted to adopt a second child. And not only that, but that she wanted to do it alone. The actress was full of praise for Penn for the way in which he handled the tricky situation with Jackson, telling the mag, "There was an understanding that I was a single mum with a very young girl who I had to put in a situation where she understood that mummy dates, but that she does not have a father." In that spirit, Theron went ahead and made plans to extend her family without Penn. But the blonde stunner insists she made her intentions clear on the subject right from the get-go, saying, "He knew that I was thinking about filing for another adoption, but that we weren't filing together." Just a few months after the split, Theron adopted her daughter August. Working alongside the love of your life might seem like a dream gig on the surface, but mixing work and pleasure isn't always a sustainable model. Theron confirmed as much when she sat down for an interview with Elle, explaining that working in the same industry as Penn provided as many challenges for her as it did opportunities. She said, "Putting aside that he's my partner, he's the love of my life. For the first time, I felt that my work was really bleeding into my life, and that made it hard."
You could do that with somebody that you're in love with. There's something really powerful in that, and it could also make it very, very difficult.
The South African mother of two revealed that her relationship with Penn became strained at this point, admitting that ultimately they were both to blame for things going south. She confessed, "There were moments where I was incredibly unfair to him, and moments where I felt like he was incredibly unfair to me." One factor in the breakdown of their relationship could have been the amount of time that Penn and Theron spent in the friend zone before actually getting together romantically. The year before they threw in the towel, Theron explained to Esquire that she and Penn had known each other for many years and were actually introduced through their former partners. She said, "We've been friends for 20 years. I think our friendship stemmed from mutual respect, more on my end, because I really didn't have a body of work 20 years ago. But my love and passion for making films, that was our common ground. After 2 decades of being buddies, their more than friends experiment was a risky one. And unfortunately, it just didn't pan out for the pair." Theron spent 9 years dating Irish actor Stuart Townsend after she met him on the set of the 2002 thriller Trapped. But the actress made her feelings towards marriage clear during an interview with Vogue, revealing, "Let's put it this way. I never had the dream of the white dress, and watching other people getting married, I think it's beautiful for them. But to be quite honest, usually I'm sitting there just devastated." Rumors that Theron had undergone a change of heart regarding marriage started to swirl after Us Weekly exclusive claimed that she had accepted a marriage proposal from Penn during a secretive Paris trip, and that intensified when she was spotted wearing an 18-karat yellow gold band on her ring finger months later. It turned out that the band was actually a gift, with a People source confirming that Theron had agreed to no such engagement. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.